Welcome everyone, this is Jamesrise. Gonna bring you special ladies and gentlemen a new video today, and today we're going to talk about a subject that's pretty special to me, something that's close to my heart. Maybe it's close to your guys' heart as well. It's what made me want to become an athlete. What made me want to pursue a passion in, working out, running, playing sports for a hobby here and there. What made me thrive to be that way? Well, let's take it back, way back to my childhood. Sports never came easy to me. I was never a natural at sports, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, stuff like that. I've always had to work the extra mile to get better at a sport. I've always had to push myself to get better at something. I was never, gifted with that. Maybe it's because I was never put into, team sports as a kid. I just, played around in the neighborhood and stuff like that. And if I wanted to get better, I had to constantly practice and be better at that particular sport, whether it be football, whether, catching a ball, baseball, hitting, catching, stuff like that. And so I really had to work for it. So I think growing up and the desire of putting in the work and seeing the changes and seeing the improvement made me hungry for more. Made me realize that if I work hard enough, I'm going to see progress and I'm going to see gains. And that's what I did. So that's how I grew better at, not being chosen last in a pickup game and putting all my heart and soul into working hard and putting the best foot forward and being the best that I could be. That's where it started. That's where it ignited me to wanted to become better, wanted to become more competitive, wanted me to push myself. That spark, that adrenaline, that sense of accomplishment. When you see progress in the heat of it all is what really made me want to become an athlete and what made me want to push my body, work my body hard, and see where it could take me. Whether it's running, Tough Mudders and, killing it in those, whether it's just, working out and pushing my body, or whether it's running. I've had a long track career in running. I ran track in high school, track and cross country in high school, and that's where I really was my first team sport that I joined, because running is really not a team sport. It's all about, yourself most of the time, unless you're running like medleys and stuff like that with other teams, or 4x4s or 4x100s and things like that. But track and field was my thing. I started in my freshman year in high school. It's where I really had to step my game up, because I did run track in middle school, but that's not really anything, because if you're talented and you have fast feet, you're going to do well, and that's why I did well in middle school. But when it came to high school, it's really where I got showed up, and I really knew that I had to start working out and start really pushing myself if I wanted to be a competitive athlete in running. And that's what I did. So sophomore year came around, and I had all that summer before sophomore year, I trained, even I joined cross country in my sophomore year, and that was an experience. It's really set me forward to my my track career in high school on being a mile runner and having that to be my best event, even though my heart and soul was running the 400. My 400 didn't really work out for me. I was fast, but I wasn't fast enough. But I knew my mid-distance was great, and the mile, I had the perfect balance between having the endurance and having the speed. So the mile was where I was put. My coach decided to put me in for the mile. I never ran the mile in high school, so my sophomore year, my first race, it was an experience. I started from behind, and I started working my way up and catching every single person in front of me. Slowly and steady, catching each person, until I passed that first place runner, and I kept running. I kept thinking my shadow behind me was the person trying to catch up. But it really helped me push me forward, and I ended up getting first in that first in that event. My first mile ever I ran, I got first place, and I blew everyone out of the water. And I realized that that was my event, and that's what I should really push myself towards. So that's what really made me into running. But so I had that great career in high school. So I kept running races after that, and over like the past 3-4 years, I've molded myself more into wanting to build my body, in a way that I'm athletic. I'm able to, run, be light on my feet, as well as lifting heavy. I've tried to find the hybrid muscle where I'm lifting heavy, sculpting a nice body, but at the same time being able to do things, jump high, be athletic in the same time. So that's what really made me want to, what pushed me to become an athlete, and what really made me want to was the desire to see change. This desire to see change in my body and see what impact I can make, and whether it be in the team sport or just impact and seeing on myself. And with seeing in myself and helping others also achieve a great body, a great athletic body as well. So that's really pushed me. So I really pushed myself to become, this all-around great athlete. And then I decided, 4 years ago that I wanted to make into a business. I wanted to help others. I wanted to help share my knowledge onto others, and also build them into strong individuals. So the desires, the passions keep coming. Feeding the fuel keep coming. I'm wanting to become better, and wanting to learn more, and wanting to help others more. So from the start of it all, what really made me want to become an athlete was the desire to see change in myself, and the desire to help others, whether it's helping them with workouts or helping them on the courts, or helping others, elevate their game. Be a team player, be a coach, be somebody to help someone, bring them up and tell them that they can, and they can lift that weight, and they can achieve greatness, and they can see change in their body if they work hard enough. Because I put in that work many times over, and I've seen if you put in the hard work, and if you have the dedication, and if you really have the drive to see change and you want change, you'll get it. You just got to put the work in. That's why I preach all the time. You got to put the work in. You got to be strict. You got to eat right. If you really want to make it to that next level in life, if you really want to get, a nice ripped body, or if you want to, run a 9.8 100-meter dash, or 8-minute or 8-minute 2-mile, never know what could be out there. So guys, I just want to make this video and say that's where life has taken me, and that's the roots of it all, what made me into the person I am today, to progressively see change and push my body and go through those hardships, so I become better, and I can become a better person. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This has been Jamesrise with another video for you guys today. Hopefully I wasn't too everywhere. I usually just get these videos, get the idea, and just speak on the top of my head. So I think that's more genuine than scripting something. I know some things do have to be scripted, but I like to just speak to you guys from my heart. And that's where most of these videos are. So love you guys. Stay rising, stay risen. And until next time, see you soon.